Hello, good evening. Vanisha, please confirm if I'm audible to you. Vanisha, am I audible to you? All right, Vanisha, thank you so much. No, I'm not able to hear you, Vanisha. There seems to have some, I guess there seems to have some problem with my end. Could you please unmute yourself and try again? No, I'm not getting the audio. Zainab, am I audible to you? Could you please say something?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you are audible to me. I don't know why Vanisha is not audible. Anyway, so both of you, in the previous session, we started this topic. Yeah, I guess now you're audible, Vanisha. You have unmuted yourself, and there's some audio coming from your side. All right, so we have started this topic in the previous class, which is trial balance, and we understood the meaning of the trial balance, wherein I told you that trial balance is a statement prepared with the debit and credit balances of the ledger account, and we also understood the format of the trial balance. Then we did few questions based on the trial balance that in I guess we did these questions. Okay, we also covered the objectives, wherein I told you that trial balance is prepared to ascertain the mathematical accuracy of the ledger account. It also helps us to locate the errors, and it also helps in preparation of the financial statement. And we understood there are various methods by which trial balance can be prepared that include total method, balance method, and total come balance method. Wherein I told you that balance method is only covered as per our syllabus. So we will be covering the balance method only. We won't be talking about anything regarding the total method or the total come balance. Okay. And after discussing all these things, we started our session with this question. We did this question in the previous class, and we did this one as well, right? And I think we did this question as well. So first of all, before proceeding further and discussing anything else, just wanted to know, do you have any idea? I'm sorry. Do you have any uh, uh, doubts that you want to clarify? Any problem that you want to discuss? Anything regarding the topic that we discussed in the previous class? Yes or no? Yes or no? Janab, Vanisha saying no. Janab, do you have any doubts?
No, sir.
All right then. So we'll start our session with this small question. I hope the question is visible to both of you on your screen. Is that visible to you? Is that visible, both of you?
Yes, sir.
Anyways, let me read this question for you. It says, prepare trial balance. Prepare trial balance from the following item. So various balances are given for different type of accounts, for the capital account, opening stock, furniture, purchases, cash, carriage sales, building return, inward return, outward, trade expenses, discount receipt, salary, office rent. Okay. Considering all these items, we need to prepare the ledgers or trial balance for this particular question. So, guys, I want all of you to try this question first, and if you have problem any while solving it, I'll help you. Okay, do you think you'll be able to solve it, Barisha and Jana? I'm sure both of you can solve this question. So I want you to try this question. I'm giving you 10 minutes. 10 minutes is more than enough for this question, I guess. But still, let me give you 5 to 7 minutes. try to solve this within 5 to 7 minutes. Will that be fine, Vanisha, Zainab? Vanisha saying yes. Zainab, what about you? Do you think you'll be able to solve it?
Yes, sir.
All right, then try. So this is how we'll repair the trial balance. First of all, the first item is capital. Anyone please tell me capital has which kind of balance? Debit balance or the credit balance? 24,000 need to be written in which column? Debit or the credit column? Tell me quickly. Tell me both of you. Vanisha, Zainab, Ritika, any idea on which side we will write down the balance of the capital account? Vanisha saying credit side. All right, Zainab and Ritika, what do you think? 34,000 credit or debit? Capital balance always have which balance? Capital account always have credit balance. 24,000 need to be written on the credit. All right, then we have opening stock.
Debit.
Yes, opening stock always have a debit balance. So 8,500 on the debit side. Then furniture is an asset.
Yes, sir. Debit side.
Yes. So furniture on debit side. 600. Then purchases. Purchases are expense and expenses always have debit balances.
Credit.
Purchases are expenses, no? So debit balance. Purchase
Yes.
always have a debit balance, is that right? Yeah.
Yes.
Purchase always have a debit balance. 89. Then cash. Cash is an asset and cash always have debit balance. Then carriage. Carriage is what? Carriage is an, tell me.
Debit
Carriage is an
side.
expense. Yes, debit. Then sales. Sales is what? Sales is a revenue. Therefore, it needed to be recorded on the credit side. We do 500. Then similarly, there are building, return inward, return outward, trade expenses, discount receipt, salary, and offset. I want you to try the remaining ledgers, remaining balances. Write down these balances on the relevant column of the trial balance. Do it quickly. Done. Everyone done? Manisha, Zainab, still doing it? Zainab, am I audible to everyone? Just no one is responding today. Vinisha, Zainab, Ritika, am I audible? Please confirm whether you did this question or not. You're done? Okay. Vinisha saying done. Zainab and Ritika still doing it? Ritika saying yes. He is still doing it. Do it quickly now. But done. Okay. Zainab, Zainab, what's the status? Please confirm if you're done or not. Vanisha is saying, Vanisha will send the total balance. Total of the debit side and credit side is 4780. Let me check. Just a moment. Yes, that's right. Vanisha, well done. Very good. Total of the debit and credit side will be 4780. That is right. Anyone else have got the same balance? Pratika, you got the same balance? 47820. That's right then. Okay, so let me show you the correct solution of this question. Yeah, here we go. This is the correct solution of this question. I don't think anyone have any doubt with the question. So therefore, I'm moving to the next question. All right, so this is the next question that we need to do. In this question also, we need to prepare the trial balance. We are provided with different balancing figures of the different ledgers. So depending upon the nature of ledger, whether it is a asset balance or the expense balance revenue, whether it is related to liability, depending upon the nature of the account, we will be transferring the balances on the relevant side of the trial balance. Let me just read these items one by one and let me tell you in which category they will fall into. So capital is obviously capital. It has a separate category that falls under the category of capital only. The capital, as you know, that capital balance needs to be credited. Then plant falls under asset, cash in hand asset, commission received, revenue, discount. Discount have a debit balance. The debit balance of discount basically means we have allowed a discount. So that means it is an expense, and expense is always debited. Anyways, it is when it is itself given in the along with the item that it has a debit balance. So you will simply transfer this on the debit side of the trial balance. That is it. Then OT's return is a revenue. Interest received, revenue, repairing charges, expense, general expense, obviously it is an expense, wages expense, furniture is an asset, sales return is a loss, it is an expense. Then loans and advances is a liability, office salary is an expense, building asset, stock, opening stock always have or debit balance, cash at bank asset, debit balance, rates, taxes and insurance expense, sundry creditors, liability, sales revenue, book debt, it is an asset, rent, it is an expense, purchases expense, carriage and freight expense, delivery van expense. No, delivery van is an asset. Then traveling expenses, it is an expense. Drawings is related to capital. Drawings are always debited. All right, so I hope you can prepare the trial balance for this question right now. I'm waiting for you to finish. I'm giving you 10 minutes to solve this question. Take your time. Finish this within 10 minutes. All right. Please give me the confirmation. Vanisha, Ritika, Janab, I guess left the session. All right. So I'm waiting for you to finish. Then this is the last question that we are doing based on this variety, this type, and then there is one more variety of question in this chapter, which is the correction of the trial balance. We'll discuss a question based upon that. If you finish it quickly, we'll start that topic. We'll do a question based on that. All right. So I'm waiting. I'm giving you 10 minutes. Kindly solve this within 10. Now it is 8:58 here. So I'm giving you till 9:08. Zainab, where were you? Why did you leave the session? Zainab, am I audible to you? Zainab, Zainab, I'm not getting any response from your side. Could you please tell me why did you leave the session? Thank And Vanisha, Ritika, are you still doing it? Just confirm me whether you're still doing it or you're done. All right. Vanisha saying so last. Okay. Waiting. All right. Vanisha, we are waiting for Ritika to finish. Then I'll show you the correct solution of this. Okay. Just a minute. Could you please tell me the total debit balance that you have got? Ritika. Tell me the total value. Vanisha, could you please tell me the total value that you have got? 143. Okay. Just a minute. Yeah, that is right. That's correct. 143 lakhs is the correct answer. Okay then. So now let's try a new type of question. This time we'll do a different question wherein the trial balance will be given in the question itself. However, there will be some mistake, and you will have to find out those mistake and prepare the correct trial balance. All right. So like in this question, the trial balance is given. We have cost of goods sold is on the debit side, closing stock 40,000 on the credit side, debtors, creditors, fixed asset, OP. So these items are given, different heads of account are given, and their balances are also written on the relevant side, on the respective side of the trial balance, debit and credit side. The thing is that there are certain accounts which should have been recorded on the debit side. The balance of those that should have been recorded on the debit side. By mistake, we have recorded those items on the credit side. And similarly, then there are certain accounts which the balance of which should be recorded on the credit side. By we made a mistake and recorded that balance on the debit side. So now we need to prepare a correct trial balance, and write down the values of the asset, write down the balances on the relevant side of the trial balance. That is what we will be required to do. So let me show you how we prepare the correct trial balance in such a situation. All right, so this is our correct trial balance. There will be no change in the format. Everything will remain same. Now see, cost of goods sold. Cost of goods sold. What do you think? What is cost of goods sold? Cost of goods sold is what? It is a revenue, asset, liability, expense, or what? What do you think? What it is? Tell me. No idea. Cost of goods sold is an expense, and expense should have been recorded on which side? Expense need to be recorded on the debit side, and it has been recorded on the debit side itself. So that means there is no mistake while recording the cost of goods sold in the trial balance. So cost of goods sold has been correctly recorded in the trial balance, and we will also record that on the debit side itself. So then closing stock. Closing stock always have credit balance. That is also correctly recorded. There is no mistake while recording the closing stock in the trial balance. The balance should have been recorded on the credit side, and it has been recorded on the credit side itself. So there is no mistake. 40,000 on the credit side. But debtors are what? What do you think? Debtors are what? Debtors are assets, right? And assets should have been recorded on the debit side. Is that right? And in the already given trial balance, it is shown on the credit side. That means there is a mistake. We need to record that on the debit column of the trial balance. Is that clear, everybody? Then a particular issue. Is it clear? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then we have creditors given in the question, and creditors or is a liability. Liabilities, balance of liability account need to be recorded on the credit side, which is correctly recorded. 30,000 on the credit side. There is no mistake. Then fixed asset. Fixed asset always have debit balance, which is also correctly recorded. There is no mistake in the fixed asset as well. 50,000. Then opening stock. Opening stock always have debit balance, which is also correctly recorded. There is not much mistake made in the already given trial balance, I guess. Opening stock is 60,000. So 60,000 debited. Then expenses. Now expenses given in the credit column. However, expenses always have debit balance. So expense. Then sales is given. Sales is a revenue, and revenue always have credit balance, which is correctly given in the question. It has been recorded on the credit side itself, so there's no mistake in the sales value as well. Sales should have been recorded on the credit side since it is a revenue. Revenue always have a credit balance. Now one last item, capital. Capital always have credit balance. Let's see in on which side of the trial balance it is written. Okay, so capital is written on the debit side of the trial balance, which is a mistake. Now we will record this on the credit side. Now we need to total this, and totaling it, we will get this is 60 plus 60, 1,20,000, 2,20,000, 370, 420, and 5,20,000. And here on the other side, 4 plus 13. 2,70,000 and 90,000. I think I'm making some mistakes in there. Okay. This is not 2 lakh. All right. So totaling this, we will be getting 3,20,000. All right. So there was the mistake. The total of the debit side was given as 3,50,000. Instead, the debit side total is 3,20,000 only. And on the credit side also, we will have the same balance, 3,20,000. So there was a mistake in the total of the trial balance, as well as there are certain items which were recorded on the wrong side of the trial balance. All right. I hope this is clear. Everyone, please confirm if it is clear, yes or no.
Yes, sir.
You have written this down. We're still writing it. Vanisha, you are asking about something, sir. Isn't it revenue? I didn't saw your chat. Sorry. Could you please clear your question? What was the item you were talking about? Is it clear now? Vanisha, is that okay? All right. Yeah. So no, cost of goods sold is not a revenue. Cost is basically an expense. So the goods that has been sold upon on those goods, what amount we have spent, that is called cost of goods sold. What amount we have spent on those goods for the purpose of production. Let's suppose we have sold goods of rupees 2,000. So this is the value of the sales. But the goods that we sold have the actual cost rupees, let's suppose 1,800. 1,800 is the cost of goods sold. This is also written as COGS. And now when you will subtract sales minus COGS, you will get the profit. Okay. The thing is that cost means the amount is spent on the goods which is being sold. All right. So it is an expense, not a revenue. I hope this is clear, Vanisha. Now, is that? All right then. So this was all about this question, and let's move to other question. Okay, so there is another question. Yeah, here we go. Question. This is the last question of the chapter. In this question also, we are provided with the trial balance. Few items, as you can see, is on the debit side, and few items are recorded on the credit side. Right, the items that have debit balances is on the left side, as you can see, opening stock, purchases, salaries, outstanding salary, wages due. And then certain items are recorded on the credit side. So items which have the credit balances are on the right hand side of the statement which is given, the trial balance which is already given in the question. Sales, insurance premium, equipment repairs, building, buying. All right. So this is the already given trial balance. Obviously, there are certain mistakes. However, the total balance of the trial balance is telling both the debit balance and the credit balance have the same balance, 6,33,000 on both the side. Even though the total balance have tallied, but it does not mean the trial balance has been prepared correctly. there is obviously certain mistake. You need to find out those mistakes and prepare a correct trial balance. All right. Do you think you'll be able to solve this question, Manisha and Zainab? This question is little lengthy. However, it is not that difficult. Only thing is that it contains so many items. That is it. All you need to do, identify which item should not be recorded on the debit side and item which shouldn't be recorded on the credit side, and accordingly record those items on the correct side of the trial balance. This is it, and this is how you are going to prepare the correct trial balance. What do you think, Vanisha, Ritika, Zainab? Shall I give this question as a homework to you? Do you think you will be able to solve this question? If yes,
sir.
okay. So since you are saying yes, so kindly take the screenshot of this question. Take the screenshot. This will be a homework question. Okay. So this is it. We won't be discussing anything more in this chapter. This one is the last question. We discussed a different variety of question of the chapter. And since this is a small chapter, we won't be investing much time, any more time on this chapter. Instead, we will be starting a new topic in the next class. But I'll definitely be sharing you an assignment based on this chapter and also based upon the previous chapter that we discussed. I'll be sharing the notes to you, assignment of the trial balance as well as the previous chapter that we just finished. What was that chapter? Bank reconciliation statement. All right. So be prepared for the assignment and make sure you keep on revising the topic that you have already completed. All right. So Vanisha, Ratika, and Zainab, this is it for today's session. We'll start a new chapter in the next class. Till then, take care. Goodbye.